Your father's story. Describe your mom, my grandmother. Did she have any funny habits? Chris Crookshank. That's my mom. Did she have any funny habits? Okay, so describe her. She was short, about 5'2". She was overweight. Um, she was beautiful and loving, smart, funny, insecure. Um, her uh, her parents had, uh, I would say, kind of like a strange marriage. Her father was an alcoholic, which supposedly um, he had a congenital heart defect and it caused him pain, and he drank to mask the pain, supposedly. Uh, so she was insecure. Um, I don't know how much of that is due to her father being an alcoholic versus whatever else. Um, she um, was fairly neurotic. She worried a lot. Um, she was empathetic. Pain that she witnessed hurt her. She wanted to help people. She described that her favorite job she ever had was working at Shakopee Women's Prison, where she was helping the inmates get their GEDs so that they could try to improve their lives, and that it was heartbreaking to see what they were living like there and hearing their stories and stuff. Um, but she was, I think, very proud of that work. She got her um, master's degree in helping children with emotional and behavioral disorders, and she basically volunteered in her district to be the magnet for that. So they got kids from a bunch of different ages together. Um, so she had an open heart, and the world hurt her a lot. Um, she had unresolved issues with her dad when he died, and that hurt her a lot. She had seen the musical Cats um, with my dad, and I think some customers of my dad's. So she kind of felt obligated to go while her dad was um, in the hospital in London, I think, after having a heart attack. And he died shortly after. So the song Memories from Cats became very sentimental for her, and she would play it on the piano and think about her childhood. Um, she had um, leg calf perthes that went undiagnosed for a long time. They went to see a lot of doctors who never diagnosed it because it was commonly in very athletic boys. While she was a tomboy, she was very athletic. So one leg was slightly longer than the other one. It caused her hip pain, back pain, I think. So she ended up wearing a brace and crutches. And so she saw how people who were differently abled were treated. And so she was very aware and empathetic. She worried about me. She hated to see me hurt. She didn't like to see me fail. She liked to have me prepared. Um, she worried a lot. Um, when there was a tsunami in Japan that was heading towards the United States, she tried to call me but couldn't reach me, so she called me again and again and again. I think it was like 14 times trying to reach me when we were living in California because she was worried we might have decided to go camping on the beach and that the tsunami might get us. Um, she was terrified of becoming a burden, so she um, was a penny pincher in her last few years. She didn't want to spend all of her money and then become a burden on us. Um, she was very, very proud of me. She would brag about me to a fault. Um, she would tell me that I was the best thing that ever happened to her. Being a mom was her proudest achievement. Um, did she have any quirks? She didn't like um, she didn't like for people to be uncomfortable, basically. So then she would make other people uncomfortable because she was trying to make everybody comfortable. Um, she uh, Her mom was a home ec instructor and Betty Crocker test chef, um, but she didn't learn to cook. Um, so when she got married and she was making meals, she was making hamburger helper, and my dad joked that thank God they came up with tuna helper because he was so sick of hamburger helper. But she worked at it. I enjoyed her cooking when I was a teenager. She had standard meals that she would make again and again, but I loved them. She had a chicken bake hot dish that I really loved, and she doesn't remember making it. It had like a wavy Ruffles chips on top and cheese. Um, she liked to eat desserts for breakfast, and um, yeah, she was a loving woman, very very smart, um, almost painfully so. Um, yeah, she loved the people around her. Um, she worried about them. Um, she was a heck of a woman. Uh, I loved her. She was my mom. Uh, she had amazing attributes and some faults, and she was human, and um, she gave of herself freely.